it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD, and today we are here for BHD story time. Oh boy, do I have a story time for you guys. Now, this story time in particular, I haven't never told anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think I may have told a couple of people. I know I never streamed this story. You know what I'm saying? It is wild. You know what I mean? Bruh. So, some of you guys might not know this. You know what I'm saying? But I was dating this one chick. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I was dating this one model. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was really attractive. She was a really, really cool person. You know what I'm saying? She had real good vibes. What it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD. What it is, Jex? What's up, her rampant? You know what I'm saying? What's up, high off self? What it is, happy man? What's up, mutant uploads? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dustin? What's up, Casey? What's up, Fewer? You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Michael? What's up, underrated? What's up, Una? What's up, Keon Powell? What's up? What's up, Slian? My bad, it's hard to pronounce your name. What's up, Tyrese? What's up, Juco? What's up, Fallout? Hey, where you got cheated on Maurice? Oh, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, like this stream up, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy, yes. Your boy BlastphamousHD has been cheated on before. You know what I'm saying? Happens to the best of us. It's all a part of dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Hey, what's up, Flygon? What's up, Freezer? What's up, JG? What's up, Zoo? Alright, what's up, y'all? Alright, so we're gonna get up into this story time. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kaylee? Yo, what's up, William? What's up, Adit? What's up, Una? What's up, Ice Cold? Alright, so, peep game. You know what I mean? So, I was dating. Now, some of you guys might not know this, but at one point I was dating this chick that was built like a supermodel. You know what I'm saying? It made no sense how attractive this chick was. I'll tell you guys how I met her and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys the whole story. Alright, so what's really funny is my editor had met this girl before I ended up meeting her and hanging out with her. You know what I mean? Like, she she was dating this dude. This dude was her sugar daddy, and he had and the dude had hit up my editor and, told my editor to go to this chick's house and to fix her computer, to set it up so she could stream. You know what I'm saying? Because she was streaming on YouNow, right? Now, a lot of you guys might not know this, but I used to stream on YouNow. YouNow, I don't know if YouNow was the first place that I started streaming at and whatnot, but it was definitely like the place where I developed the love for streaming and doing what we is doing right now in front of us. Hold up. I got y'all. I got you guys coming up fresh. All right, so peep game. So, the way I met this chick, man, let's see. We're going to say this girl's name was... You know what? I don't know. Like, she's more attractive than Sexy Red, but she's a little bit ratchet low-key. Let's see. We're going to say this girl's name was... I was going to say Cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? What's a good stripper name? You know what I'm saying? Type of 1 in the chat if you guys can hear the audio, and the audio is good. Type of 2 in the chat if you can't hear the audio or see the video and the audio is bad. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Phil Rebel? Yeah, that's funny, Fallout. Yeah. Greetings and salutations. Yo, thanks for the compliments. For real. Appreciate the compliments. All right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the super chat milestone for this live stream is 50 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? But if we reach 150 in super chat, I will tell you guys this YouTuber's name. You know what I'm saying? Can you guys guess this YouTuber's name? The YouTuber that she ended up cheating with, like that she ended up having an entanglement with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always called an entanglement nowadays. Alright, so first things first. When I first met this chick, I was on YouNow, you know what I'm saying? And I was just scrolling and watching other people's streams. Oh my God, I got this one story that is diabolical, bro. I don't know if I could tell y'all that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we reach 150 in super chat, all going towards turning these story times into a BHD story time for the computer, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll tell you guys that story. The story, oh my God, I don't even like saying the title. It is diabolical, bruh. All right, so keep liking this stream up. Appreciate you guys. So I met this girl on YouNow. I was scrolling through YouNow, just, you know, watching other people's lives, you know what I mean, hanging out, having a good time, you know what I'm saying, talking to people, you know what I mean, just getting the vibe for other streamers, because when you stream, you tend to watch other streamers, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, I run into this chick who was streaming nothing but her stomach and her titty meat, you know what I'm saying? And man, let me tell you, her titty meat, it was great. It was good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm scrolling. I look, her stomach was all flat. You know what I mean? It looked like she had worked out and whatnot. Her titties was massive, but still compact. It was all pushed up and mashed together. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, baby girl, she, ooh, that's what's up. So, I run into her stream or whatever, and I'm in her stream, and every dude in her stream is just glazing her. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, you're the most beautiful thing since pants with pockets. Oh my God, you're more attractive than the Xbox 360 S-Class. You know what I'm saying? Just telling her everything to get her nose wide open. You feel me? Now, with that being said, I understood enough at the time not to glaze baby girl and tell her how much better she looked than I do. You know what I'm saying? Instead, I started asking her questions about herself. You know what I mean? Oh, where's she from? What type of stuff she like to do? You know what I'm saying? Like her hobbies, stuff like that. And after about 3 or 4 questions, she says that she's gonna DM me, right? Or maybe she didn't even say she was gonna DM me. I don't really remember. So I get off the live, you know what I'm saying? I leave her live stream because, you know, she wasn't talking about much. She was just showing her midsection and titty meat, you know what I'm saying? Which is good in the beginning, but after a while, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not that big of a deal, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm talking to baby girl. Did I block her? No, I don't believe I blocked her. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm talking to baby girl, and you know, she sends me a DM, so I'm minding my own business, you know what I'm saying? Just hanging out on the app, and baby girl, she DMs me. She DMs me, and she says, like, hey, you know, I really like your vibe, you know, what's your, something, or matter of fact, like, I don't know, she DM'd me or something, she said something, I forgot what she said, but what I texted her back, you know what I'm saying? I said something so outrageous. Now, when I text this girl back, I said something so outrageous that I didn't think I was going to get a text back. Like, she was so bad, like, physically, that I just thought that it wasn't going to work. So I swung for the fences. I said the goofiest, wildest stuff, the craziest shit, the sickest things that I thought wouldn't actually elicit a response from a female, right? So this is what I say to her. I say simply, Snapchat me that pussy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not expecting a response back. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's not gonna work, whatever. Bruh, tell me why she texted me back. Not only did she text me back, but she texted me back not just the titty meat, she texted me back a video of her being a sexy fire hydrant. You know what I'm saying? She was the sexiest fire hydrant I'd ever met in my life. Yo, Kaylee Garcia. W's in the chat. Thanks for the 5-inch super chat, Kaylee Garcia. Hey, bro, I'm in a tornado warning right now. Yo, but your videos are making me feel safe and good. Yo, I'm glad that even though you're in a tornado warning right now, which is unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that my videos are making you feel good. You know what I'm saying? All right, so, you know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, we're 5 towards the super chat milestone. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys. Make sure to keep liking this mug up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, Kaylee, where are you from? You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. W's in the chat, men. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Kaylee. All right. So, peep game. Bruh. So, she sends me back a video of her doing stuff to herself and then shooting directly into the air, which to me was impressive. You know what I'm saying? It looked, you know what I mean? That's a 10 out of 10 on athleticism, because the fact that her happy place was strong enough to jettison liquids out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And baby girl ain't had no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, nigga. Yeah. Shit. So when she sent that back, when she sent that to me, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know, I texted her and was like, yo, you know, of course I got to put on my man voice, you know, because that's how I text. I text in my man voice. Hey, yo, like, you know what I mean? We should hang out sometime. You know what I mean? Like, you got good energy. Nigga. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? She says, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would like to hang out. You know what I mean? I like your vibe too. So I text her back and I say, yo, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, when are you free? I asked her what her availability was. You know what I'm saying? Which is super important whenever you're talking to chicks. If you don't ask for her availability, it's really, really easy to get flaked on if you don't ask for her availability. Because she'll tell you, you know, when she thinks she's free, not when she's actually free. With that being said, she tells me what her availability is. I set up the date. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even talk. We don't text. There was no communication in between that and us meeting up. I think the next day or the night of the next day is when we decided to meet up, right? So I drive to her crib, you know what I'm saying? Baby girl lived all the way out in the outskirts of Las Vegas, like next to the Air Force Base. If you're ever in Vegas, you know exactly what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I go to baby girl's crib, and baby girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a setup. I thought that the boys was coming, man, and not even the alphabet boys. I thought I was being resolved. You feel me? Now I've had people attempt to rob me before. They like to call it a honeypot. You show up to get the honeypot, and they end up just robbing you for whatever you have that, you know, even regardless if it has honey in it or not. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, I'm sitting in my car, I drive to her crib, and this is like a super duper shady looking area. You know what I'm saying? So I pull up on the curb and I park. But I leave the car running just in case I gotta run on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I pull up, I park, and I'm waiting for her. And, you know, like after about a good 10, 11 minutes waiting, you know, sure enough, baby girl comes out of her crib and runs down to my car and jumps in my car. You know what I'm saying? When she got in my car, I'll never forget the first thing she said to me. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think the first thing she said to me when she jumped into my car was? You know what I'm saying? W shirt. Hey, thank you, Lil. Hey, appreciate the compliment, Lil. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, appreciate the compliments, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. W's in the chat. Yo, oh Savage Joe. Thank you for the 5 in super chat, yo. Yo, appreciate you, Brody. Yo, you just graduated too. That's what's up, Dragon Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Was it the shitty Corolla? It was not. It was the 300. All right, so back then, I still had my modded 300 S-Class. W's in the chat for O Savage Joe. Appreciate you, Brody. W's in the chat. Yo, O Savage Joe, where are you from? Kaylee Garcia, these stories are lit. Yo, appreciate you, Kaylee Garcia. Yeah. You're from Lubbock, Texas. That's what's up. Oh my God, Haley Rickstad. W's in the chat for Haley Rickstad. She just sent 50 straight through the channel. Yo, W's in the chat. All right, y'all. So, type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to do a story time every day on this channel, where I like jump on early in the morning before I live stream off the computer and I tell y'all stories of my life. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Haley Rickstad. Yo, I'm about to play some. Yo, hey, Haley Rickstad, do you have a musical super chat request you want to hear real quick? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because a 50 sent directly to my channel is a super chat request. You know what I mean? Usually it's a video, but today we off of the phone, so it'll be a musical super chat request. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, yo, man? You guys are freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? Yo, all right, so everything that gets super chatted through. What's up, Jeremiah Rice? W's, bruh. You know what I mean? All right, so everything that gets super chatted through immediately goes towards the production of our next BHD story time. I'll tell you guys a secret. You know what I'm saying? I already recorded it. The minute we reach, you know what I mean? The minute we reach 2,060 more bucks in super chat, you know what I'm saying? Immediately send the payment over to my editor. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna edit the whole thing up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I already got the story part edited. You know what I'm saying? It was 105 minutes. Well, it wasn't 105 minutes. It was 65 minutes. You know what I'm saying? 65-minute long story time. I haven't, it's like 40 minutes. It got edited down to like 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So the next step is for me to send it directly to my audio engineer and the videographer dude and the person that puts the pictures and the freaking, you know what I mean? All the gaming stuff in the background. Y'all remember BHD Storytime. You know what I'm saying? All the memes on it and whatnot. You know what I mean? Just like you like them. So they, you know what I mean? Y'all been telling me, bring back BHD Storytime. I got you. This story is being turned into a BHD Storytime. You know what I'm saying? We'll raise super chats to get this mug produced once we get the last one produced. Okay, so with that being said, I'm in my modded 300, you know what I'm saying? I'm bumping music, you know what I'm saying? I'm lit, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm turned, you know what I'm saying? And I'm waiting for she come and get up in my car. And when she get in my car, first thing she says to me is, I'll never forget what she said to me. She says to me, "You're not gonna rape me, are you? You're not gonna grape me, are you?" And, you know, to which case I answered back very genuinely by saying, no. Oh, hell no. Yo, look, like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's not my thing. That's not how I get my jollies. You know what I'm saying? That's not attractive to me. I don't want nothing that's not handed to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm planning on baby girl handing that to me into my hand, baby. I don't feel that I needed to steal any happy place. If I'm gonna steal something, you know, and I've stolen things before. We've all shoplifted. You know what I'm saying? Yo, oh Savage Joe. W's in the chat, Brody. W's in the chat. What it is, Kobe? What's up? W's Kaylee Garcia. Yo, you're from Lubbock. You're from Lubbock, Texas. I just came from Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yo, Haley Rickstad. Hope you had a productive day today. Yeah. Yo, Haley Rickstad cooking on us. Love you guys' vibe. All right, so peep game. You feel me? Alright. So baby girl get in my car. She asked me if I'm going, you know what I mean, if I'm just going to take the cheeks. I let her know BlastphamousHD has stolen many things. I've shoplifted a bunch of stuff back when I was a children. You know what I'm saying? Batteries for my Game Boy Color, because Pokemon Red takes like 500 million hours to beat. You know what I'm saying? All the bags of delicious hot Cheetos and or, you know, all the other crisps that I enjoy eating on. You know what I'm saying? Shoplifted that stuff. That's easy work. You know what I'm saying? 100 scores bar, like chocolate bar. These things I've shoplifted before. Everyone's shoplifted before. Something, type of 1 in the chat if you've ever shoplifted before. Type of 2 in the chat if you've never shoplifted before. Type of 3 in the chat if you've ever shoplifted and got caught. Getting caught shoplifting sucks. The scariest part, I don't know about you guys, but the scariest part to me when I used to be in the shoplift game was walking through the metal detectors once you've gotten all of the shoplifted items onto your person. You know what I'm saying? Walking through that was nerve-wracking to me. I can't even tell you why. Every time I walk through, I would have a miniature heart attack. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like after about 5 times when it didn't go off because I did a good job, that's what's up. But with that being said, I have had times when the metal detector went off on your boy. You know what I'm saying? They got me. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You've been getting your shit. I've been getting buffed. Hey, what's up, Joe Famous? You guys know somebody told me that I looked like I was on steroids, and like they thought that it was a insult. I was like, yo, that's like, yo, Skippy Toe, you a real one. Thug Life. Olu Johnson, Devontae Edwards. Word, y'all done been caught shoplifting. It happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Zach? Yo, what's up, AJ? What's up, Olu? What's up, Kaylee? What's up, Skippy Toe? What's up, Night Guard? Yo, what's up, Cameron Guzman? I remember you. What's up, Skippy Toe? What's up, Hunter True? What it is, honey? What's up, Andrea? You know what I'm saying? Have I been to DreamCon? Yeah, I just came back from DreamCon like a week ago. About a week ago. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? About a week ago. And it was a real good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, RDC World 1, they throw a beautiful con. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but RDC World 1, they're genuinely nice, awesome people. Super duper good for the community, bro. They're like Dave Chappelle, but in group form. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as far as skits go, at least to me. You know what I'm saying? King Vader was up out there, you know what I'm saying? Like I was kicking it with King Vader, got to kick it with King Vader, all of RDC World 1. I got to kick it with the TikTok Spider-Man dude. You know what I mean? Got to kick it with a whole bunch of content creators. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so with that being said, you know what I mean? Like, Baby Girl was bad. Baby Girl was a 10 out of 10. Okay? And those don't come along very often, man. But the things, look, like 10 out of 10s move different, bro. 10 out of 10s am different, bro. 10 out of 10s are like so different, bro, that it makes perfect sense why most people don't get the bone one. You know what I mean? Because they are completely different from dating regular girls. Okay, one of the biggest differences is between a real bad female, like a 10 out of 10, and a regular chick who's like not a 10 out of 10, is like a 6 on up or a 6 through 9 or something. You know what I'm saying? 10 out of 10, they love being ignored. They don't want you to pay attention to them. Baby Girl would show up, and if I would like go to her and try to talk to her before she tried to talk to me first, she would leave. She would make a call an Uber, and leave. Swear to God, made no sense. Number 2, different way that 10s are different than just regular females is 10s, like, 10s don't play games when it comes to smashing. Like, when they say yes, they mean yes. Like, there's no, oh, I was just joking, or, oh, you fell for it, or, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's none of that. It's just, if a 10 says yes, because with a regular girl, she'll say yes, and then interrogate the shit out of you beforehand. Type a 1 in the chat if you're a man or a woman and you've ever been interrogated before sex. I mean, interrogated before snoo. You know what I'm saying? Type a 2 in the chat if you've gotten snoo from women and never been interrogated. Like, they've never asked you any question. They never gave any last minute resistance. There was no, there was none of that. She didn't ask for no proof or nothing. I know, right? Yeah, the interrogation is diabolical. The interrogation is diabolical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Kaylee Garcia. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Yo, what's up? What's up, Akame? Yo, W's in the chat for Haley Rickstad. You know what I'm saying? Our highest donor of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate you. And yo, Kaylee Rickstad, let me know. Let me see. I'm looking for your name right now, Kaylee Rickstad. Right now. Understandable. Yeah. She's just chilling and listening to the stories. Yeah, I'm just saying, yo, I love how generous you are, Casey Rickstad. You are awesome. Haley Rickstad. My bad. You know what I'm saying? All right, so peep game. So, now, there's a bunch of other ways that 10s are different than other regular females. You guys are going to hear it. W's in the chat for Haley Rickstad. W's in the chat. All right, you guys, like I said, if we reach 150 in Super Chat, I will tell you the name of the YouTuber I'm talking about. The one that did me so dirty, bro. I treated this guy like he was my best friend, bro. Like, when I found out this dude had snaked me for my girlfriend, the supermodel girlfriend, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I think I cried. Like, that shit was stressful, bro. Yo, W's in the chat for Night Guard. Hey, thank you for the 10 in Super Chat, Brody. Yo, the only time I felt a heart attack was being caught by my ex-girlfriend's dad just as I was in the middle of clapping her. It happened twice with different exes, one leaving the hotel and the other in her closet. God damn. Yo, okay, so look, peep game, Night Guard. Who did I get caught by? Dang, man, let me see. Yeah, I got caught by this girl's boyfriend. I was clapping her out, man. It was diabolical what we was doing. It was diabolical. You know what I'm saying? Man, all right, so look, I'm gonna add that story time in. You know what I'm saying? Look. Type a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to tell you all the story of when I got caught by my female friend's, it is a long time ago, but my female friend's boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, he caught me on the inside, man. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to keep telling y'all the story I'm already telling y'all. But if I tell y'all this story, then once I'm done with this story, I'm gonna go back to the other story. You know what I'm saying? Back to the story of when my girlfriend, man, she was my baddest girlfriend, bro. Was she my baddest girlfriend? At that time, she was. I got a badder one than that after that. But she was my baddest girlfriend up to that point, bro. That shit hurt. That shit sucked. Bruh. They calling me. Yo, that's awesome that you're coked out of it, Breezy D. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you did, white girl. I actually have a story about a lot of coke. Okay, so you guys said 1. Hey, what's up, Roger? What's up, Roger? Happy Tree Friends. Keep game. All right, so which one was number 1? No, you guys want to hear the story about, okay, cool. All right, so peep game, right? Now, I was best friends with this one chick, you know what I'm saying? And we was just friends, right? Now, I liked her as more than a friend because baby girl was bad. She was light-skinned, you know what I'm saying? And her skin matched her eyes, bro. She was so bad. Her eyes was like straight hazel. I am a sucker for a female with hazel eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm so much of a sucker for a female with hazel eyes that, like, she ain't even got to play video games for me to, like, smash. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm only taking applications from females. I'm only taking smash applications from females that play video games and watch anime. I'm not piping no more chicks that I cannot watch My Hero Academia with. If she don't know what Naruto is, then I don't want shit to do with the bit. I shit you not, bro. You know what I'm saying? Happens to me all the time. Talk to a female and all she do, and the only thing she know about is crime dramas and shit. You know, all of them watch crime dramas. None of them watch Solo Leveling, which is not okay. You know what I'm saying? This is not okay. Now, with that being said, this light-skinned, hazel-eyed females liked anime, and because she loved anime that as much as she did, it made me love her even better. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We're going to breeze through this story time so I can get back to the main story time I was telling y'all. All right, so peak game. W's in the chat to Night Guard. You know what I mean? W's in the chat to Haley Rickstad. W's, I say. W's. All right, so I'm in the room. You know what I mean? Baby girl, I asked baby girl. I told her I liked her, right? And she told me that she hated my guts, right? Now, type of one in the chat if you guys have ever told a girl that you liked her or that you wanted to be with her or you wanted to date her, and then you got cursed out and you don't know why. Type of two in the chat if that's never happened to you. You know what I'm saying? I told this girl I had a crush on her, and she crushed my hopes and dreams of ever crushing her vagina panties. You feel me? And the way she did that was she told me that I was jacked up looking, that I was unattractive, that I was undateable. She would never touch me, and that I was a loser and all of this stuff. And I was just like, where is this coming from, bitch? I just told you you was attractive. Why are you treating me like Nicki Minaj treats Ray J, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she treating me like Hailey Bieber treats Justin Bieber? You know what I'm saying? So later on in life, I found out that if you compliment beautiful women, they get pissed. They get mad. Okay, so look, if you guys ever run into peep game, did you guys know that if you run into a 10, you have a better chance at snoo snoo if you insult her and compliment her at the same time? You can't just straight compliment a 10. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you guys an example. I'm gonna hook y'all up. Like this for all my niggas. You know what I'm saying? For all the homies. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be white or none of that. For anybody out there that be out there dating, this is gonna hook you up. If you run into a 10, if you walk up to her and say, "You are so beautiful," the first thing she's gonna say to you is, "I have a boyfriend." Type of one in the chat if you've ever complimented a woman and the first thing she said to you was either "I have a boyfriend" or she just ignored you like it didn't exist. Type of one in the chat if that's ever happened to you. Type of two in the chat if that's never happened to you. Well, if you've talked to a 10, if you type of two in the chat if you've ever told a 10 she was beautiful and it went good. Nigga. I know, right? I know. It makes no sense. Yeah, that might not be the truth. Understandable. What's up, you guys? You know what I'm saying? Hi to everybody. What's up, chat? You know what I'm saying? Peak game. All right. So with that being said, so what you got to say to a chick is, if you walk up on a bad bitch and you tell her like, "Yo, you are drop dead gorgeous," you know what I'm saying? She's going to tell you she has a boyfriend, or she's going to call the police and you just assaulted her, pretty much. It's pretty much, you know? So, but that same female, if you walk up to her and say, "You have the cutest Bugs Bunny overbite," if you tell her that, or if you walk up to her and say, "Oh my God, like that is so cool, your nose wiggles when you talk. See, look, there it goes again." If you do that to only to a 10, don't do this to no 9. Okay, well, yeah, you do it to a 9, but don't do it to no 8. Okay, and you damn sure don't do it to a 7. If you say that type of stuff to a 7 or a 6, shoot, that bitch, she might cut you. Real talk. Pull out a knife, start to slicing. I don't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, but those are for short-term women. All right. OIV. Okay, so the way that works is you have to get a woman on short term and then extend it to long term. All right, and the way you extend short term to long term is by telling her that you like to wait a year to make sure that you guys' energy connects before you make her your girlfriend. So if you make a girl your girlfriend instantly, you probably got about 3 weeks before a breakup is gonna happen. But if you tell a girl when you first meet her, you like, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, I really like your vibe. I like the way, just so you know, I like to wait at least a year before I get serious with a girl to make sure that our energy connects. You get a year of honeymoon phase. So if you date a girl, if you immediately become her boyfriend, you get about 3 days to a week of honeymoon phase. If you're really good and you're really awesome, then you probably get like a month. But if you tell her you like to wait until you take things serious with the girl to make sure you guys' energies really match, then you get a year of honeymoon phase. A year of getting treated like the Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hooking y'all up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Do with that what you will. I almost got a cougar from Louisiana on my first try. She was easily an 8 out of 10. Good job, Night Guard. You just got to keep talking to attractive cougars, and you gonna get one. Did you know that even if you're really good at talking to girls, like the best dudes who are good at talking to girls only have like a 10%, 8% success rate? So if you talk to 100 women, you're only gonna get 8 if you're an expert. And I am not an expert. I am not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know half of what there is to know about females. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. I just know how to dodge child support. You feel me? Young child support. Now, with that being said, now I'm in the room with this girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, this girl, we're in bed, right? But this girl, like, has already told me no. She's already told me she would never talk to me. She told me she would never want anything to do with me. And I'm going to tell you guys how to take a no from a yes. At least that's how it worked in this situation with the hazel-eyed, light-skinned, bad female. Because it seemed like a straight no for like 2 months. And then it turned into a yes. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what changed. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Yo, all right, you guys. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? When I first met her, I told her I wanted to be with her and I wanted to date her. And then she told me to get the hell out of her face and then kept insulting me afterwards. So I stopped. I had to live with her for like 5 months because I was homeless at the time. I was 19. I was super duper homeless. Had no money. Had nothing to my name. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the place where this woman lived was so low income housing that there was no... The windows weren't real windows. The windows had bars on them like it was a jail cell and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild. It was crazy as hell. So, with that being said, I moved from, I go from her crib. So, I'm at her crib. I have to live there. I'm homeless. I was living on Fremont Street at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was never on the... Yeah, I was. I was technically on the street, but I was sleeping in the arcade, and I washed my ass in the McDonald's sink. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day, like 3 times a day out this hole. I would take my socks and my boxers into a McDonald's bathroom and wash that shit with the hand soap in the sink. Because I didn't want to smell as homeless as I was at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's broke as hell. I didn't want to smell. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm sleeping at the arcade every night. And one night, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't sleep at the arcade no more. So I ended up, because I wanted to be closer to the construction job I had just gotten, I was sleeping... Where was I at? Let me see. Yeah. I think I was sleeping on a park bench for like a day or 6, a day or 7. So, yeah, I mean, I was sleeping on a park bench at the time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It happens to the best of us, you know, circle of life and shit. So, you know, I ran into this lady. Her name was Sheila. You know what I'm saying? I actually met Sheila through someone else at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I ran into this chick. Her name was Sheila. She was a heavy-set Caucasian chick. And she was like, yo, I was like, how old? I was like 16, 17 or something. Was I 19? No. I wasn't 19 yet. Nah, I was like 17 or something. Damn. It was one of the ages. 17, 18, 19, definitely one of them. So, I'm sleeping at the, so this lady, she's like, yo, do you want to stay with me and my son in our 1-bedroom hotel room? You know what I'm saying? It's not much, but it's better than sleeping on the park bench. And I was like, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, sleeping on the bench for long enough, you take a floor. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I'll sleep on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure the reason why she moved me into her 1-bedroom, like literal studio apartment with her and her son was because where we were living at on Fremont Street it was called South Cove. That was the place. Don't stay at South Cove if you come to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? If you come to Vegas. Like, with that being said, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she moved me in for protection because it was crack infested as all living hell at South Cove. All around there. The pimps were, I remember this shit like it was yesterday, bruh. Tell me why the area that South Cove was in was so bad that the pimps was knocking holes at gunpoint. At gunpoint. Now, knocking holes is when you spit game to a female and you get her on your team. You know what I'm saying? You get her in your stable. You know what I mean? You get her in your stables of hoes. You know what I'm saying? And you have her out there turning tricks and sucking stuff and suckling off of feet and sucking feet. All that stuff. Anything for the cherry. You feel me? Now, I never got in the game, but, I knew pimps when I was younger, so they told me things. Now, peep game. You know what I mean? And get this. So the reason why I know about like how they was shopping for hoes at gunpoint, like around South Cove on Fremont Street back at this time, it was like the wild, wild west out this motherfucker. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? You gonna holler at a bitch at gunpoint? Nigga. You know what I mean? Can you imagine walking up on a female and being like, hey yo, baby girl, what's your name? Hey baby girl, what's your name? You know what I mean? And then she ignore you, and you like, I said, baby girl, what's your name? Like, nigga. So, the reason why I know that they was doing this, because they picked up my sister doing that. You know what I'm saying? My sister was walking down Fremont Street, and a dude pulled up on the side of her and offered her a blunt of weed. She was like, apparently, you know what I mean, to an adult female, flashing her a ready-to-smoke blunt is like, you know what I mean, driving down the street in an ice cream truck and that says free Wi-Fi on the side of it. You're going to get everything you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Please don't do with that what you will. You feel me? You're welcome. So, you know what I'm saying? Because people be like, oh, free ice cream. That shit don't work no more. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the females what they want. Free Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? And zero accountability. If you can sell a female free Wi-Fi or zero accountability, she'll suck everything. And we are going to edit all of that shit out. You feel me? Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? The dude offers her the blunt. She walks over to the car. She picks the blunt up, starts smoking it with him. And he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? You should jump on my team and blah, 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 and all this other shit. And she's just smoking the blunt for free and, not paying attention. She's figured she's just going to smoke it and leave. You know what I'm saying? Until the dude pulls out his gun, forces her into the car, and then takes her to a hotel room on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? This is my older sister, She's a horrible person, but, she cool. You know what I mean? So she ain't shit, but she's my ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? She's cool in her own ways. She's just different. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you know what I mean? He puts her in the car. They go to he kidnaps her, takes her over to the hotel room, and puts her inside of the hotel and says, look, if you leave out this room, I'm going to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? I'll just shoot you. You know what I mean? Treason will not be tolerated in the whole game, apparently. You know what I'm saying? So she's playing the role. She's like, oh, yeah, I'll do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Just bring the dude back here and I got you. I'm down. It's all good. I'm not going to run. Right? And he's like, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go get the dude. I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? Don't go nowhere. And she's like, yeah, I ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm not gonna do that. I trust and love and respect you enough to stay in this room and suckle off of this random street walker that you bring to me to do things with. you know? And so he leaves the room and, he goes to get the trick, the dude that's going to be paying for this stuff. And the minute he leaves, my sister does what every black person would do in this situation. Nah, I get it. Caucasian people, I don't know. Who's sticking around to see what's good in the streets? Hey, Ray VP, thank you for subscribe. Thank you for the membership, yo. New month and yo, you got cheated on? That suck. These hoes ain't loyal. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So look, you know what I'm saying? So this is one thing that's really, really important for that every dude needs to understand in his life. All right? We as dudes, we have to stop expecting women to be loyal. I know it makes no sense. It don't make sense or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I mean, and what I mean by that is I don't mean you don't expect your female to have respect for you. Like, what I mean? Do your thing, different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? Do what you already doing. That's already working for you. Don't switch up just because I say to. You know what I'm saying? Go get a new female, try it on her. If it worked, then you're cooking. You feel me? So with that being said, what I mean by that is, you know what I mean? Like, don't put all your eggs into anyone's basket. You know what I'm saying? Hell, even the Easter Bunny had a capacity. You know what I mean? Even the Easter Bunny had a weight limit. You feel me? Like, don't. You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, or at least don't drive off of a bridge or, you know what I mean? Like, strap her to some train tracks or, you know what I mean? Like, send her to R. Kelly's jail cell when he's got to go to the bathroom on people. Like, don't do none of that. Don't get mad. You know what I mean? So, anyway, good. Hey, Jake the Flame, thank you for the 10 in super chat. Yo, we're over halfway to the super chat milestone where I tell y'all the YouTuber that she cheated on me. Well, yo, hey, damn, BHD, I understand how it feels, my guy. Been watching since I was 14 years old, my guy. Now 10 years later, and I still love watching your content. Keep up the great work. These hoes ain't loyal. Chris Brown said it best. These hoes ain't loyal. Yo, W's in the chat for Jake the Flame. Yo, we're literally 65 away from me telling you guys who the YouTuber is. So, the minute the guy leaves the hotel room, the vicinity, my sister immediately leaves the hotel room. She does the quick Home Alone look to the left and the right. You know what I'm saying? To make sure he ain't casing the place. You know what I mean? And she makes a run for it. She calls the police. W's in the chat for Jake the Flame. W's in the chat, baby. So she immediately calls the police. They come, they pick her up. You know what I'm saying? And while she's standing there telling the police everything that happened, this nigga goes driving by in slow motion like Debo from the First Friday movie and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Jaws movie, like the Jaws music is playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? So, she gets scared. She asked them to give her a ride home. I don't think they did. She had to call like an Uber or some shit. She was safe. She made it. She's still alive. You know what I mean? Like, it happens to the best of them. Have I ever been kidnapped? Nope, never been kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? I've been willingly kidnapped by women, but I've never been kidnapped against my will. Wait, technically I have, kinda. It was gunpoint. So, anyway, what happened was, so back to the second story about the light-skinned female with the hazel eyes. So, you know what I'm saying? Baby girl, so for 2 months, after baby girl told me no and crushed my wanting to get with her, she crushed that shit. I was like, all right, never mind. You know what I'm saying? This bitch is ugly on the inside. I don't give a fuck what her vagina look like. This bitch is mean as shit on the outside, and I don't want shit to do with no mean titty meat. You know what I'm saying? I love titty meat, but mean titty ain't the best titty. You know what I'm saying? You'll be mean to me, bitch. I'm trying to get in where I fit in, and I don't fit into mean titty meat. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna tell that story. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Now, for some reason, me ignoring her turned her on. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know when. You know what I'm saying? The logistics are all fucked up. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You know, I hang out with baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Like we hanging out one night after watching The Grudge. You know what I'm saying? We went and saw The Grudge. It was a real good time. Very comedic. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to you guys. Because you guys are freaking awesome as hell. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to you guys. All right. Yeah. Did I pipe shorty at least? Yes. I did. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you wanted, yeah, I did things to her. And not even German things. Or feet stuff. Or alligator fuck houses. It was casual, actual snoo. You know what I mean? The good stuff. The stuff that Fry died. The stuff that those dudes got their pelvises crushed doing in Futurama. You know what I'm saying? Real snoo. The stuff that, you know, strong vagina. She had a strong labia, to say the least. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm kicking it with baby girl, and we just got done watching The Grudge. I'm laying in the bed with her, and you know what I mean? She rejects me again. Like, I didn't really even go for it. She just like disrespect me before I go to sleep and shit, and I just went to sleep. Bitch was yelling at me while I went to sleep. I didn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if a female's mad at me if we ain't smashing. Say whatever you will. I don't give a shit. She arguing, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to sleep and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, slipping into dreamland and shit on her. So the next morning, we wake up, you know what I mean? You know, and she asked me to get in her bed or whatever so we could talk. So I get in the bed with her, we talking, and she just jumps on my stomach. Like, you know what I mean? She just puts the warmest part of her happy place onto to my stomach. You know what I'm saying? To the lower part of my stomach part. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was prepared to say no. But I wasn't prepared to say no after feeling the warmth of her happy place on my stomach. I was like, I was sold. You know what I'm saying? And she says to me, she only says this. This is exactly what she says to me. All right, but you have to start asking me. Right? That's what she says to me. She says, yes, but I'm down, but you have to start asking me for snoo. Which is a trap. You know, never beg, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, yeah, sure, yeah, because I'll say anything. Like, she's already got her happy place on me. I can already feel her vagina print. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a place to say no anymore. So, you know, I'm like, yeah. Like, in that state of mind, I had a lot of blood, like, in my body. But, like, I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because as a man, you got two heads. But only enough blood to think with one of them. And all the blood was easily into my Johnston. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't, you know, So, you know what I'm saying? I say, yeah, anything, whatever, yeah, anything. And she's like, okay, so, you know, she takes stuff off, you know what I mean? I disrobe, you know what I mean? And, you know, we get about a little bit in. We get about 10, maybe 15 minutes in. I don't know maybe 2 minutes in. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We got a ways. It's probably about 10 and 15 minutes. So we got about 10, 15 minutes off up into this mug, off up into them shits. And we hear a knock at the door. And I'm thinking it's her mom, right? Maybe it's her mom. So she yells out. She's like, oh, who is it? And her boyfriend yells out. She had a boyfriend named Sean. And, you know, Sean yells out. Her boyfriend yells out, it's Sean. Open the door. Why is this door locked? Why is this door locked? And she's like, oh, no, come on in. It's unlocked. So, you know, Sean jiggles the handle thinking it's unlocked, right? But what Sean didn't know was in that little bit of time that it took for him to jiggle the lock, this bitch was able to fully get back dressed right? You know what I'm saying? Now, she wasn't able to put on actual good clothing, like, full on blouse and shit, Urkel glasses, suspenders to make it really look like we wasn't just fucking. You know what I'm saying? So, she puts on a tank top and a pair of pink booty shorts that say delicious or some shit on the back of it. I don't eat butt. I don't do mouth to south. I don't know what it meant. You know what I'm saying? So, she says, hold on, Sean. I'm on my way. I'm coming. I'm on my way. And like that was like the worst wordage for her to use. Like, baby girl, you couldn't say I'm on the way. Like, why has it got to be that you coming? Like, I appreciate the compliment, but shit, like, don't tell him. Fuck. How can what happened that if what happens stays in Vegas, you can't tell the niggas what you're doing in Vegas when you're in Vegas. So anyway, what happens is she says he starts jiggling the handle harder. He's like, hey, hold on now. Hey, open the door. Like, why are you not opening the door? So at this point, I've already understood the situation. I go into immediate side nigga mode. You know what I'm saying? I immediately start to play my position, and I tried to hide up under the bed, only to realize that her bed was on the floor. Shit. Okay, we're trapped. Fuck. All right. But hope wasn't lost yet. We still had a window. Went to the window, jail bars on that motherfucker. Okay, this is the projects. Fuck, this is the streets. They got jail bars on the window. Shit, can't get through that. So I went to my immediate only last ditch, the last option I had was, of course, so the last option I had, of course, was to try to play sleep in the bed. Now, this is not for the faint of heart. You know what I'm saying? You need to be one shit of an actor. And when I say shit, I mean good shit. You got to be one good shit of an actor, one shit good of an actor to be able to method act your way through getting caught inside of another man's girlfriend, in her bed, in her house. And I had the nerve to still be naked. I didn't even put my clothes back on. It was my first time, guys. My brain wasn't fast enough. I had no experience. Now, she was quick on the trigger. She was fast as shit. We're not going to say why she was. Maybe she had a lot of experience. She probably had a lot of experience. But, you know what I'm saying, regardless of that, you know what I'm saying, like, baby girl knew what to do. She had her shit up fast. You know what I'm saying? She goes to the door. She unlocks it and opens it up. Opens the door, had a nerve to be breathing hard. Oh, hey, Sean. Oh, it's good to see you. Has a nerve to wipe the sweat off of her forehead and shit. What are you doing? So, hey, I didn't know you were going to be here so fast. I didn't know you were going to be home so fast. This nigga walk in the door like, one of my many bosses back when I used to be a GRA, a guest room attendant over at Bellagio, walking in like he ain't coming in here to do an inspection of the room to make sure I did a good job. This nigga walks in, I'll never forget it. Oh my God! The Dark Knight 420! Yo! Oh my God! Yo! W's in the chat for Dark Knight 420. He just super chatted 200 straight through the channel. Yo! W's in the chat. Yo, Blast, can you please watch Bossed People? BOSSTD? People who had one job and failed miserably. Yes, I can. Oh my God. Yo, that will be my next upload on YouTube. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Yo. W's in the chat. Yo, man, that make me bring my pistol out. You know what I'm saying? Not that type of pistol, but a blunderbuss. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I keep this in the crib just in case we ever get ran up on. I was about to say ran up in, but I'd have to say no diddy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if we ever get ran up in, on, then I got this. You know what I mean? And not even a shoot. To smack the fuck out of a neck. Yo, W's in the chat. 79 Films. You are my favorite YouTuber. Yo, I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? If this gun had bullets, I would I would shoot other people with it. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. Yo, the Dark Knight 420 with 200 in super chats. Yo, that is monumentous. All right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? So look, before I lose my nerve to tell you guys the YouTuber that my supermodel girlfriend cheated on me with, it was Jinx the Rebel. It was Jinx the Rebel, the reaction channel. Jinx, bitch. You gon' fuck Jinx. Nigga. But Jinx is diabolical. That's how flabbergasting it was for me, Chad. It was so flabbergasting that I just lost my voice. Oh, look, it's back. Yo, the Dark Knight 420. I hope you had a productive day today, bro. Yo, the Dark Knight 420. Yo, what animes do you watch right now? You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's. But yep, Jinx, guys, freaking Jinx. I was like, yo, if you gonna fuck somebody, bitch, couldn't it be like Martin, that buff dude Martin? Hell, you know what I mean? Like shit, you know what I mean? Like shit, even go cheat with freaking Rice Gum. That would make more sense. You know what I'm saying? Or Loco or Lil Moco. That would make more sense, bitch. Jinx, nigga. So, I'm gonna tell you guys the whole story. And nothing but the story once we get done with this current story. We're gonna edit that out. We're gonna leave that in. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to the Dark Knight 420. Alright. Oh, man. So, with that being said, you know, it's okay. It's okay that she cheated on me. I got a way badder female like 8 months later. You know what I'm saying? Didn't take long. Well, 8 months is a long time. But not as long as it could have. Could have been 8 million years. 8 million hours. Now, with that being said, baby girl, he walks in the room, you know what I'm saying, like a whole, you know what I mean? Like he's there to like, you know what I mean? Like he's testing the room. Like he was a GRA freaking manager or something. He walks in the room, you know, he's like, yo, hey. So this is exactly what he says. He walks in. He's like, he smells the air. Then he looks at her up and down. Then he looks over at me, who is laying buck naked in the bed. Had the nerve to be having the cover on me, on my face. And I had like just enough, like I had the cover over me, like I was asleep, but my eye was open just enough so that, you know what I mean? Like I could still see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'll never forget what he says. He walks in and he's like this. Don't make me laugh. I'll be right back. So like, you know, this is you know, this would be the girl. Y'all be the girl. Like y'all the girl that was having an entanglement. Shit. Damn it. I just told all of y'all we smashed. God damn it, my bad. Y'all be the y'all the camera people that would be filming the OnlyFans video of what was happening in there. Fuck. My bad. We gonna edit that out. They can't all be funny. So anyway, you know what I mean? He walk in and he look at her dead in her face. He look her up and down, and he looks over at me on the bed. And then he looks over, and then he smells the air. He's like, yo, why are you sweating? Huh? I'll never forget it. took everything in me not to blow my cover. She says, he looks over at her, he's like, yo, why are you sweating? Huh? Why is he naked? Why is he in your bed? Why is he naked in the bed? And what the fuck is that smell? Huh? Why the fuck does it smell like that? Huh, Hillary? Because her name was Hillary. Huh, Hillary? Why does it smell like? What's going on? What are you doing? Huh? You cheating on me? You cheating on me, bitch? You cheating on me? You cheating on me? This nigga in the bed? Huh? You got your booty juicy. The shorts said juicy on the butt cheeks of them. You got your juicy butt cheek shorts on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Your titties is all pushed up and mashed together and shit. You ain't wearing no bra. Huh? You ain't wearing no bra. Huh? What the fuck is going on, Hillary? What you doing? Huh? Did you make love to him? Did you do things with him? What's going on? And I'll never forget what she says back to him. Right? This shit. I don't know how this worked. How does it work? Ladies know how it worked. I don't know how it worked. Ladies know. I don't. I don't know how it worked. She looked him dead in his face. She looked this man directly into the windows of his soul. You know what I'm saying? And she says to him, I'll never forget, with the straightest face. She was a better actor than we are. She's a way better actor than me and us together and stuff. She's way better, just good. Super good. I'm talking Robert De Niro good, nigga. Robert Downey Jr. good, nigga. Liam Neeson. Chris Hemsworth good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. She looked this nigga dead in his face and say to him with the straightest face, she's like, Are you calling me a cheater, Sean? Did you just... I want you guys to think of that. The way this girl reacted, I want you guys to think of Rasputia from Norbit. That's exactly how she reacted, bro. Nigga. You calling me a cheater? What? You don't talk to me like that. I am a woman. You don't disrespect me. And then, bro, like it was up there. For the boys, W's in the chat to 79 films. Yo, W's in the chat to Dark Knight 420. Yo. Blast, can you please watch Bossed People? Best People? Okay, I'm looking this up right now. We gonna look this up right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Welcome to the workshop. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy BlastphamousHD. You feel me? And today I will be showing you guys, fuck, that was about to explode on us. I'll be showing you guys how to make clean lean minus the promethazine. You feel me? Because that shit, you lose all your teeth. There's nothing sexy about toothlessness unless she's sucking stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even then, I like for her to have at least her wisdom in. Now, what you want to... Oh, fuck, it's still going. Okay. So, while we wait for that to not do what it was obviously about to do, you know what I'm saying? We going to direct you over to the computer. And now we is going to check out Boss. Let's see. People who had one job and failed miserably. Miserably. I know what it says. I'm just being jovial. All right, so miserably. Turn up. Yo, turn up. Yo. I got you. Let me see some of this. Stand the right on. Really? I got you coming up fresh, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, the Dark Knight 420. Do you want me to, do you want me to do one video of it? You know what I'm saying? Or would you like for me to put 3 of them together? 3 of these videos together into one long video together. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, one job and fail miserably. All right, we're gonna go back over here. You know what I'm saying? Tell y'all the rest of the story time real quick. You know what I'm saying? Got you guys coming up fresh. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to 79 films. Yo, you guys are freaking awesome, yo. Love you guys' energy, yo. All right, so peep game. So, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? She looked this nigga dead in his face when she say that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, like I said, she reacted just like Rasputia off Norbit. Type of 1 in the chat if you've ever seen Norbit. Type of 2 in the chat if you've never seen Norbit. Never seen Norbit. I'ma wait for you guys' answer. You know what I mean? We gonna do. Everybody love me, nigga. Yo, alright, so peep game, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Everybody love me, nigga. Yo. Yeah. I don't even know why that's so funny to me, bro. Oh God, nigga. Nigga. For real. Alright, so peep game, you know what I'm saying? So, like, she says that to him. And you guys wouldn't guess what he says back when she's like, oh, so she goes full Rasputia mode on him. Huh, who the fuck do you think you talking to? Sean? Because his name was Sean. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck do you think you talking to? Sean? Huh? You think you come into my house and disrespect me in my room? In front of company and shit? In front of company and shit? What the fuck is wrong with you, Sean? You gonna call me a cheater? Oh, what the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And she starts like getting close on him. Tell me why. Homie is like, he starts like backtracking. Wait, no, baby, wait. I was just, I didn't mean it. No, it was a prank. It was a joke. I was just joking, baby. No, baby. Then I shit you not. She looks him dead in the face and she says, you know what, Sean? If you want to make, you know what, you got to make this up to me since you want to be all disrespectful in my house. You taking me out to eat. I was going burp. Not a burp. Waiting on it? Nothing. It's a little. You know what I mean? You taking me out to eat. You know what I mean? Go wait for me in the car. You taking me out to eat. You taking me out to Italian food. You taking me to the best food spot. Won't you ever come in my house talking to me like that? Fuck is wrong with you? Of course we're not fucking Sean. Huh? I bet he's been living for 2 months. No, Sean. Why would you even think that? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Get out of here. Just go. Wait for me in the car. And I'm laying in the bed. I'm just like this. Like I'm asleep. I'm laying like this, right? But my eyes are closed because I'm asleep. But in my mind, I'm like this. You know what I mean? So he goes out to the car and he gets in the car and he waits for it. She comes over to the bed and she's like, yo, look, you know what I mean? I'm about to take care of, we about to go get some food real quick. You want something? No? Okay, you good? You good? Okay. When I get back, I'm gonna make some strawberry cheesecake from scratch. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be really delectable. Betty Crocker's can't make cake as good as I'm gonna make. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just wait for me here. Feel free to use the PlayStation, play video games, because that's the thing that made me start liking her. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, yo. That's the thing that made me fall head over heels in love with this girl without even seeing what her titty looked like yet. And the titty was good, but I hadn't seen it at the time. was video games. DDR, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You a female out there and you meet me and you like, damn, yo, like I need to like, this dude, I need to kick it with this nigga. Look, you know what I'm saying? Buy me food and take me to an arcade. You know what I'm saying? Shit. We play video games at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, talk nerdy to me, females. Like, hey, what's up, Arc GPU? What's up? Yo, W's in the chat to the Dark Knight 420 who super chatted 200 straight to the channel. Yo! Shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, to make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? She had like 18 different boyfriends that she was collecting money from. You know what I'm saying? That and like she was hustling them and shit. And like, you know, she had like 18 boyfriends. Like, you know, it was cool. I only got to have sex with her like that one time. Yeah. The one time. And then after that, she started holding the vagina hostage like in a Liam Neeson movie. I was like, nigga, like, come on, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? She started asking me, she started trying to trick me into begging for it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. I ended up just leaving. I just left her house, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I was tired of the games. I was like, yo, this shit is goofy, bro. I shouldn't have to do all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already in hit. Why are we doing all this extra shit? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Type of 1 in the chat if the audio is good. You guys can hear everything. Type of 2 in the chat if the audio is bad. Okay? And you can't hear shit. Now, back to the story at hand. You know, I'll tell you guys these story times. I hope y'all understand. So y'all could get a G's perspective. Because if you don't hear from me, she gonna fuck the whole collective. Yo, what song do you guys think I was just parodying just now? I'll give you guys a hint. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Toby, thank you for 10 in super chat, Brody. There's a spider behind you on the wall. Motherfucker. Where? Quit playing. Quit playing. That's not funny. Y'all know I read everything in super chat. That's not funny. Really? That's not funny. Is it? Quit playing. Quit playing. Y'all play too much. Y'all know I don't trust. Y'all know I don't trust. Y'all know I don't trust no. I don't trust spiders. I suck. With that being said, yeah, y'all might not figure it out. Even though I told y'all Dr. Dre, and okay, so it's like this, that, and this, Hannah. It's like that, and like this, and like that, Hannah. That was the song. You know what I'm saying? I like your content. Thank you, Living Soul. I sip. Peep gang. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with the 10. I meet her up. You know what I'm saying? We get up in my car, my modded 300. My modded 300, and baby girl tell me, she like, yo, she had the one thing she say to me is she's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, don't take advantage of me and stuff. And I'm like, I tell her, I'm like, yo, look, no matter what we're doing, if you say you don't want to do that, we'll stop and I will drive you back home. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be like 17 seconds away. If she say stop and she means it, I'm not going no farther than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know what I mean? We go to, we drive straight to the Orleans Hotel. Now, we didn't say a single fucking word in this car ride on the way to the damn Orleans Hotel, which is the exact opposite of what normally is supposed to happen. Normally, you got to be a motor mouth to hit some cheeks. You got to be a complete freaking ADHD. You got to be ADHD as fuck to smash, because the longer you can talk and keep her engaged and tell her stories, the more safe she feels around you, and the better idea of the type of person she can get. You know what I mean? The better she can understand who you are, and the less chance she's gonna think that you're trying to do something malicious. Being quiet scares females, right? It'll scare them away. Like they'll, you know. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, yo. So, you guys have super chatted 298 in super chat so far. You know what I'm saying? That's 300 off the 2100 from the to get our next BHD story time produced. We are 1800 away from getting our next BHD story time completely produced and out the gate and uploaded to this channel and my gaming channel. W's in the chat, man. W's in the freaking chat. You know what I'm saying? Now, all right, so peep game. So, with that being said, you know, we drive all the way to the hotel room in silence. We get to the Orleans. I said Orleans. We get to the Orleans hotel, and we walk in. We not walking hand in hand. We not holding hands. There was nothing lovey-dovey about this. There was nothing that would have said that this was gonna go good. There was nothing said that this was gonna go dirty. Nothing that said she was gonna take out her bra. Hey, Toby, W's in the chat. Just sent 10 straight to the channel. Yo, you messing with the new Wayne album? Lil Wayne came out with an album? Word? Hey, Toby, bro, where you from? Yo. Hey, The Dark Knight. Yo, what video got you interested in my channel, yo? You know what I'm saying? What video of mine got you guys interested in my channel? Like, got you guys watching me and whatnot. W Dragon Ball Z shirt. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I'm not hailing Hitler. Just so you guys don't put that in the documentary. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat for Toby. Yo, we at 308. Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, you guys. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So, once we reach 500 in super chat, you know, as a matter of fact, once we reach 400 in super chat, I'll tell you guys a way crazier story than this. And that's only like $88 away, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys a way crazier story than this. That means I gotta hurry up on this story because there's a lot of moving parts so I can tell y'all the crazy story. All right, so with that being said, yo, Toby, Carter 6. Really? The Carter 6 came out? Is the Carter 6 good? Yo, that's what's up, 1100 Juice Box. FNAF 1 was your first. That's awesome. Love your videos, man. You're welcome. Yo, thank you to all you guys, man. You guys are freaking awesome people. Love you guys' energy, yo. For real. You guys have great energy, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? Love how supportive. Yo, W's in the chat. To Toby. He just sent 20 straight through the channel. W's in the chat. Yo, what's up, Goku Black Rose? Yeah, even crazier than the story I'm telling you guys. On God. And thanks to, we are at $333 amount. Perfect 333. This is like a super lucky stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're at $333 exactly. You know what I'm saying? No zeros after that. That's wilding. You know what I'm saying? 67 more bucks. And I'm telling you guys a story a story even crazier than this one. Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to Toby. W's in the chat to the Dark Knight 420. Goated! Toby and the Dark Knight 420 is goated. All right, shit. With that being said, we get to the hotel room, right? You know what I'm saying? Baby girl don't get no liquor. She don't get nothing to pregame. We just go, you know what I mean? We go straight to the room. When we get to the room, she sits down on one bed and I sit down on the other bed since we got a double bed, right? And I'm sitting down on the other bed. She's sitting down on her bed. And I'm not going to lie, I did not know what to do. I did not expect to get this far. You know what I'm saying? Type of one in the chat, if you ever been hanging out with a woman and you got so far with her that you didn't think that you would get that. W's in the chat for Toby. He just sent another 20 through. Yo, what got me into your channel was watching reactions to all types of scary videos, all kinds of scary videos. Yo, W's in the chat to Toby. I thought somebody said W's in the chat to Tory. I was like, yeah, free Tory Lanez, because he actually probably didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. W's in the chat, Brody. Love you guys' energy, man. You guys are freaking great people, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, so, peep game. Peep game. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to take this from her titties being in, to her pulling her titties. Yo, W's in the chat to Toby. Yo, bro, free Tory dog. Free Tory dog. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, they got a free Tory, man. He don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? He probably wasn't even, I mean, like, damn. He ain't do that shit, man. Free Tory. Hey, 2406, the guy 2406. W's in the chat to the guy 2406. Thank you for the dollar and super chat. All right, you guys, we're at 359 and 41 more bucks. I'm going to tell you guys a story crazier than this one. So, peep game. You know what I'm saying? We locked in. So, you know what I'm saying? As I was saying, chat, you know what I'm saying? I was hanging out with baby girl, and, you know, we in the room. I did not know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to, I didn't know how to get her to take her clothes off. I didn't know any of it. I just didn't know any of it. I just didn't know what to do. Yo, W's in the chat for Toby. Just super chat another 10 through the channel. Yo, if young boy gets pardoned, so can Tory, bro. Trump needs to lock in. And Trump does need to lock in and let Toby loose. I mean, didn't he pardon like 21 Savage or Lil Uzi Vert or some shit, or Lil Wayne? He let Lil Wayne out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Let Tory, like, bro, do you know how popular, like, any president will get if they let out Tory Lanez? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? You guys want black people's vote? Free Tory Lanez. That's real. Type of 1 in the chat if you would vote for any president that free Tory Lanez. Type of 2 in the chat if you wouldn't vote for a president just because they free Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. That's real talk, indubitably. You know what I'm saying? Yo, all right, you guys. We are now at 369. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 31 more in super chat, I'm telling you guys a story crazier than this, man. Crazier than this, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, when I vote, which I don't, you know what I'm saying? I haven't voted in like 28 years. You know what I'm saying? But when I do vote, I tend to go towards the president that you. Yo! W's in the chat to Toby. Yo! W's in the chat to Toby. He just super chatted 50 straight through the channel. W's in the chat. Yo! Oh, snap. Bro, I'm going to have to hit the, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have to teach you how to, like me, Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie for this one. Like, yo! Yo, all right, so peep game, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, okay, so the crazy story that I'm going to tell you guys. All right, so Toby, you get the pick between, like, okay, you guys want to hear, I got this in my notes. What's the craziest story I've got? You know what I'm saying? Not the craziest, but a crazier story than what I was telling y'all. Let's see. The cops tried to murder me. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty, yeah, that one's okay. Let me see. Caught my girlfriend sleeping with my roommate. That one's not worse than this one, is it? It's pretty fucked. That one's pretty bad. That was a rough one. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. My rich homie slept with a minor and lost everything. That one might be it. That one might be the one. So type of one in the chat. Type of one in the chat. If my rich homie slept with a 15-year-old and lost everything, and I'm not even talking about Chavez this time. You know what I'm saying? What? You know, what? I'm helping him out. I don't even mean him. I mean, yeah, he did it, but like it's not what this one's not about him. Type of two in the chat. If we got one that's I got stabbed, rich homie, deal. You know what I'm saying? Got you coming up fresh, Toby. Yo, W's in the chat for Toby. You know what I'm saying? He just got you guys this delicious story time. You know what I'm saying? He done hooked y'all up. You know what I'm saying? And we about to deliver out this motherfucker. We Uber Eats in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? All right, so my rich homie, this nigga slept with a minor. And this had the nerve to tell me that he did it. I was like, really? Okay, so look, I'm gonna preface this story by telling every dude you should never bone a minor. And the reason why is because you get it's the back end is so shitty. Like you get in so much shit. You better off beating your meat into a dirty sock. You know what I'm saying? Look, guys, I'm gonna hook y'all up with some game. If you're ever about to make a decision and you don't know if it's a good decision, like, you know what I'm saying? Just fuck a sock. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I mean, make love to a sock or like a pillowcase. What are people sleeping with nowadays? Shit. What's things that dudes sleep with when they don't have women? Shit. What do you? Damn it. Cup of Jello pudding is definitely soft enough. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So this is what happened. And the reason why, a horse, that could work. You know what I'm saying? Actually, my God, Toby, are you talking about the Mr. Hands story? The story of Mr. Hands, the dude that slept with a horse and then died due to perforated anus? Nigga. What was he thinking? This nigga was being loose in the hips. And he played life loose and fast, and it didn't go good for him. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy, when did you remember that? Toby, yeah, I've heard of that. Yo, Toby, I like your energy, man. You got good ass energy, bro. You're funny. You're like a good comedic, co-host of a sort. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. So, yeah, nigga, that shit made me forget okay, rich homie. Yeah. All right. Yo, Jonathan the Gamer. Hey, BHD on the way home. Ready for Dead by Daylight. Yo, W's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to Jonathan the Gamer, Brody. Yeah. Understandable, Brody. Yo, guys. Okay, so the next super chat milestone is in $75. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you guys a story crazier than this story once we get to 500 and once we get to 75 more in super chat. Okay, so if we somehow, through the graces of delectable and deliciousable hot Cheeto dust, if we get to 1,000 in super chat, all going towards the production of our next BHD story time. You know what I'm saying? I will tell you guys a story that is so fucked that I shouldn't tell anybody it, because it is fucked. It's bad. It's so bad. It's really bad, man. It's so bad that you guys will make fun of me for this story for forever. It's so bad. The story is so bad that, like, I quit living in mansions I quit wanting to live in mansions after this story happened to me. I was done. I was done, and it has nothing to do with Chavez, Randy, or any of them. I was done. It was bad. I was like, it was bad. But with that being said, I digress. With that being said, so, you know what I'm saying? I had met these super duper rich energy drink creators, right? These guys that created this energy drink that was super duper, really, really popular. Not gonna tell you guys the name of the energy drink. Yeah, because it's bad. So I met the creator of the most popular energy drink in the world. Not gonna say no names or who it is. You know what I'm saying? If we reach 700 in super chat, I'll tell you guys the name of the dude. But it's just insanely popular, and I would have never thought that this person did this. So, which is why we setting the bar high for that one. You know what I'm saying? Because that's bad. That'll ruin the collab. So, the creator of the energy drink, he comes over to my house, right? Comes to my house because he wants to sponsor me to drink his energy drink on my stream and in my videos, right? He was gonna pay me a big bag, a big 5-figure bag, a great 5-figure bag to promote his energy drink, right? So he comes over, right? And he comes over to bring me the energy drink so I could try it, you know what I mean? And so that I could see if I really wanted to promote it. Homeboy pulls up in the nicest car I've ever seen anyone drive, right? Homie basically pulls up in a Cybertruck before anyone knew what a Cybertruck was. And I saw this shit, and I'm like, this nigga's driving a human-sized Matchbox car. Like, the shit would look weird. You know what I'm saying? But he was telling me the specs of the car and how awesome the spec is. And he's talking about, oh, Elon Musk made this car, blah, blah, blah. I thought the nigga made the car himself. I was like, nigga, this shit look weird. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? Like, it's just like a tank. Like, it would just look weird. I'd never seen one before. It's before they were popular. He was that rich. So, homie shows up and, you know, I go help him out the car. I grab the energy drinks. We go into my crib. We go into my living room. We went into my kitchen. And when we went into my kitchen, I sat up on my counter. And, you know, the dude, he comes in there. He's like, yo, man, I'm super excited to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. I've already watched this dude's videos before. So, you know, like I already knew who he was. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I'm super excited to work with you. You know what I mean? The brand is strong. Everything's going great. And of course it was. I'd already heard of his energy drink, obviously. So I'm like, you know, yeah, nigga. He tells me, we start talking, right? We start just talking, conversating and whatnot. So we just start conversating. And homie, he's like, yo, yeah, man, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm really lucky to have this energy drink because, like, I'm just off of financial ruin. Like, I made this company, I made this energy drink because I'd run out of all money. You know what I'm saying? I got completely taken to the cleaners by my last girlfriend. She took everything. She got me for everything. And in my brain, I'm like, bro, how the fuck does a girlfriend get you for everything? How, Sway? You know what I mean? I ain't had answers. He didn't have any answers either. I'm like, how the fuck does your girlfriend get you for everything? Y'all ain't married, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. Tell me why. He tells me, he's like, well, so I asked him, I'm like, yo, so bro, what happened? Man to man. What happened? Homie's like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I mean? Like, it was a messed up situation. So I'm like, what type of messed up situation you talk about? Because I've got messed up situations. So he's like, yo, so okay, so look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my ex-girlfriend, I met her and, you know, she was in her late teens. So homie says she was in her late teens, which is a red flag. Actually, it's a black flag, like the Pirates of the Caribbean. Huh? Hey, our GPU. Yo, BHD, remember that video with the Kool-Aid shirt? Yeah. I remember the video with the Kool-Aid shirt. Hey, what's up, Art GPU? W's in the chat, the Art GPU, Brody. Yo, he just super chatted 2 straight to the channel. W's in the chat, bro. Once we reach 73 more bucks, I'm gonna tell you guys a story crazier than this one, leading up to the craziest story you guys have ever heard in your life, bro. If we reach 700 super chat? Now, if you reach 1,000 in super chat, I'll tell you guys a story so embarrassing that I've never told it on the internet, and I vowed to take this one to the grave with me. But, you know, I do anything for BHD story time. You know what I'm saying? So if this is what it takes to get the next BHD story time produced, my gooch is on the chopping block. I ain't mad at it. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? He tells me, he's like, yo, my ex-girlfriend, she was in her late teens. And when I heard that, I was like, nigga, another Slovakian. He lives in Czechoslovakia. No, not the children, nigga. Oh, I was gonna eat that later. I'm still gonna eat that. Delectable. Is it on my foot? It could be worse. So, with that being said, homie, he's like, yo, W's in the chat for Toby. Yo, do I like first-person shooters? I love first-person shooters. What's you guys' favorite first-person shooters? You know what I'm saying? What's you guys' favorite first-person shooters? Yo, W's in the chat for Toby. Yo, he just super chatted 5 straight through the channel. Another 5 straight through the channel. He's the GOAT. The GOAT. All right, y'all. So peep game. So, he then tells me, yeah, man, so what happened was, you know, I met her and we started, and this is a cautionary tale. Any dude out there, please understand that getting with any chick that's under the age of 18 is a trap. It's the worst trap known to man. Even worse, so much of a trap that you get to the crib and Chris Hansen might be there waiting for you. It ain't even a female. It's a whole nigga with all of his clothes on. And you going to jail. Super not worth it. I don't understand the lore. You know what I'm saying? Hey, W's in the chat. Yo! Bro, have you ever played Rainbow Six Siege? I have. And I love Rainbow Six Siege. You talking about the one where you can use a remote control car to chase down your enemies and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, we are now 63 in super chat away from me telling you guys a story crazier than this one. And this story is actually pretty short because after he told me about the story, I cut all connection with this nigga and did not take the brand deal because, you know, BlastphamousHD don't promote Slovakianism. I do not promote Czechoslovakianism. You know what I'm saying? And that's a verb now. That literally stands for, we know what it stands for. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat. Yes, bro, that's my shit. Yo, W's in the chat. Hey, bro, at what point did you fall in love with playing Rainbow Six Siege, Toby? You know what I'm saying? And what's all of you guys is, it's called jailbait. It's literally jailbait. The best case scenario is prison. You know what I'm saying? This dude lost everything. He lost over a ticket worth of shit, which is well over $1 million. He lost $1.5 million. Everything. Everything. Just have sex with a sock. Just have sex with a sock. Just have sex with a sock. It's way less trouble. Not that I've had sex with a sock, you know, but it's not that bad. Make sure to get the one with cushioning on the heel, because that is, I'm not going to say why, but it's important, you know. We're going to edit that out. But anyway, you know, I digress. You know what I mean? So what ended up happening was, homie tells me, he's like, yeah, man, I started dating this girl that was in her late teens, and make sure to keep liking this mug up. And, you know, after we started dating, you know, we messed around after we started having sex and stuff, you know, after we started smashing, she asked me to buy her a Range Rover. And I asked, yo, Toby, 2017, been playing since. Yo, that's what's up. Yo, we are now at 444 in Super Chat. 56 more, and we immediately tell you guys a story way crazier than this one. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 700 in Super Chat, I'm going to tell you guys a story that's... Once we reach 1,000, if we reach 1,000 in Super Chat, I will tell you. If we reach 550 more in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys a story that I still don't think I should tell y'all. I still don't think I should tell y'all this story. It's fucked. I should. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude tells me, he says, yo, we started smashing. Next thing you know, W's in the chat for Toby. W's in the chat for Toby. You know what I'm saying? He tells me, he's like, yeah, once we started smashing, she asked me for a Range Rover. I only hit once, and then she asked me for a Range Rover. And then when I told her no, because that didn't make sense, she said to him, she looked this nigga dead in his face and was like, oh, word? Well, if you don't buy me a Range Rover and give me every motherfucking dollar that you own, everything, I'm talking liquidate everything, your house, everything, I'm telling my mom that we smash it. And I'm telling my dad. And then I'm telling the police. And then I'm telling the internet. I'm telling everyone. Everyone. So, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys have probably seen me defend myself from these type of allegations. Luckily enough for me, I got the best defense ever. Go get the proof, nigga. Because this shit ain't never happened. Go get the proof, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm disrespectful as shit to the people that try to lie on me about that shit because I want them to go get the proof. Yeah. Because the only place you getting the shit from is Photoshop, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to Photoshop to get the proof, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, not you guys. You guys are awesome. But, I say that to the, you know what I mean? Like, go get the proof, nigga. You know what I mean? Y'all seen, if you guys were, type of one in the chat if you guys were here when my Discord imploded. You know what I mean? Because that chick was trying to, Libby an allegation against me, a fake allegation against me. Another one. I'm so used to this shit, bro. Bro, I've gotten so many fake allegations being on the internet, being popular on the internet. I don't even believe any woman that tells me she's been traumatized or hurt or taken advantage of anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been lied to too many. I've been lied on and lied to so many times by women that just, you won't be my boyfriend immediately just because I be having dick sucking contests with my female friends at their dudes' houses. Oh, you ain't gonna wife me up just because because I told you I suck other dudes off when I'm not around you? Oh, well, guess what? I don't remember saying yes. You know what I mean? Type of one, if you were there when my Discord got imploded for the last, it wasn't the last fake allegations I've ever gotten. Shit, bro. I've been fake. I've had females have tried lying on me like 20 times, like 20 something times. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It just comes with the territory. Not only of being a YouTuber, not only of being popular on the internet, but being a guy that dates in general. You always run the risk of getting alligated at, of getting an allegation that, you know what I'm saying? I'm with that shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Please, go for it. Swing for the fences, bitch. My entertainment lawyers love defamation character lawsuits, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling it for the story time. You guys ain't bitches or B words. I'm just doing it for the story time. All right, so anyway, unless you are, in which case you are, in which case you am. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, 56 more, and we will be telling you guys the next crazy story time. Now, with that being said, this story time in particular, so the female tells him that, and he had a wife and a kid and a company that was worth millions of dollars. He liquidated everything down to the penny. He lost his wife because she left him when he liquidated all of his money because he couldn't tell her, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He lost his job because he had to go into his company and liquidate all of his shit in order to, he liquidated his own job, everything, his company, everything. He he liquidated his car, lost everything. And she ended up telling anyway. When he ran out of money to give her, to keep her mouth shut, she told on him anyway. So it's super not worth it, man. Don't let anybody convince you it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't you be over on Chavez Slovakia's channel, him talking about, well, look, the benefits of the benefits of being just a sicko. Let's see. I don't know if there's any benefits to it. But, don't be over there listening to Chavez Slovakia telling you that, hey, man, look, I do it and I'm good. I got a wife out of it. She just sucks off black dudes and won't ever touch me physically. But she's my wife. Exactly what we wanted. Woo! And yeah. She's boning a bunch of black guys, and I've got to take her, and I've got to Uber her to and from all her dick drop-off appointments, because you guys have told me that y'all met him. Y'all saw Chavez and his wife y'all saw Chavez and Skitten up at the South Point, and he was dropping her off to get the beat back, the warm welcome, and the huckle down from other black dudes that look way better than Chavez Slovakia. You know what I'm saying? And if he likes it, I love it, man. I hope he got exactly what he wanted out of life. Oh boy. So, anyway, with that being said, homie lost everything, man. He lost it all. You know what I'm saying? It is super duper fruitless. No point. And I quote Frieza, beat women and kids. Damn. It happens. So, with that being said, women be the downfall of famous dudes. I mean, women be the downfall of everybody, technically. I mean, if you want to super be. Did you guys know they did a study? Over 99% of the men that are in prison, penitentiary, are there because of a very overtly emotional decision they made based on a woman. They did the study. The Rock did the study. 99%. Be careful. And wrap it up, man. So with that being said, I'm saying, so I got this beautiful stripper 10 in my room, right? Baby girl, bad. And I'm trying to figure out how to get her to pull her titties out. You feel me? Trying to get her how to unzip the fly to her sunshine, right? Like how to get this shit popping. And I was drawing a blank. I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I sat there and didn't say shit. Was just quiet the whole time. 15 minutes of the quietest quiet, of the loudest quiet, the worst types of quiet ever to be heard by man, right? And when that happened, so 15 minutes into how quiet and uncomfortable this is, the uncomfortable silence, if you will, baby girl, I'll never forget it. She looks over at me and she says words that are music to my ears. Oh, God, I remember hearing her say these words for the first time. It was so nostalgic. It was like my first time ever eating cereal and watching Saturday morning cartoons on a Saturday morning. It was the best thing I ever heard in my life. What do you guys think she said to me was? What do you guys think the phrase she said to me that was that immediately equaled, that was immediately the equivalent of the best times in my life? Like, I'm talking about first time watching Saturday morning cartoons, first time seeing a titty in real life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, first time getting out of a Walmart without getting caught for shoplifting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Break up. That was not what she said. I'm gonna tell y'all what she said. Baby girl looked me dead in my face. Well, she's still sitting on the bed. She says to me, was it accountability? Women don't talk about accountability. What are you doing, Devontae Edwards? You moving loose. So this is what she says. Baby girl looks at me. She says, so are we fucking or what? We fucking or what? What are we doing? We fucking or nigga? Man, I felt like a kid the first time jumping in the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese and or McDonald's and or Burger King. Like, oh my God, every like she was so attractive that like, bro, and I was, you know what I mean? Like it's like I just got in a free Lamborghini. I just had to get it out. I just had to. It was inside of her vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, baby girl says that to me. That I know, Justine. That's what I'm talking about too, bro. Inside my brain, I was throwing a full-on birthday party for myself. Like they were shooting confetti. You know, you guys remember that episode of SpongeBob SquarePants? Type 1 in the chat if you remember the episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where he had to learn to be a waiter and forgot everything other than being how to be a waiter. Type 2 in the chat if you don't remember that part of the SpongeBob season of the episodes of the show. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? In my brain, it was like that episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where he forgot everything but how to be a waiter. Like stuff, like little hymns inside was running around figuring shit out. But in this situation, all the little me's that was inside my brain was throwing a fucking party, nigga. They was hoisting me up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was hoisting the main me up. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, we was mosh pitting and shit. Like it was like a bar mitzvah. Like I was in a chair and like 20 me's was holding me up. Yeah, nigga, you got. So, you know what I'm saying? Needless to say, not gonna go into detail. You know what I'm saying? But shit goes good. It goes the perfect way. You know what I'm saying? Snoo accomplished, people. And she was a 10. She was fucking bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? She was so bad that I still don't regret not getting her pregnant. I do not regret. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, what's really funny is a really funny tidbit you guys don't know. A lot of you guys ask me, BHD, how did you lose weight? How did you lose all that weight? It wasn't using nunchucks. And it wasn't doing push-ups. It was snooing with that 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just always down to snoo. And that was just right up my alley, man. Like, 4 times a week, she was coming over to the crib and we would exercise together and stuff in that way. And you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Hours on end, man. I broke a bed with her. I broke a $5,000 bed with her. You know what I'm saying? But I had to lose. That's how I lost the weight. You know what I'm saying? People thought I was probably somewhere in a gym and shit. Like, nah, that's not what was happening. So, with that being said, we start dating and stuff, and I start taking this girl seriously because she's the baddest bitch I had ever been with up to that point. So I started taking baby girl seriously, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking baby girl seriously and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And like, I took her over to Jinx's house one night, thinking that since I consider Jinx like a really good friend, like a best friend of mine. We're both reaction channels. We both, had to deal with a whole bunch of people trying to come at us or whatever, which is what every YouTuber deals with when they get popular. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like we were brother in arms. So I really didn't expect this shit from him. So one day I went over to Jinx's house to record a video, a Try Not to Laugh challenge, right? And I brought her with me, right? I bring her over there, you know what I'm saying? And we chilling and shit. You know what I'm saying? So my best advice for dudes, only take unattractive females over your homie's house, over your friend's houses. Don't take your bad one. Ever. Never take your bad one. You know what I mean? So yeah, never take your baddest female with you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I mean? I go, you know what I mean? I bring her over there. Me and him, we shoot the video. Unbeknownst to me, this bitch ass nigga, you know what I mean? This Jinx is a piece of shit for this. All right, he's a real fucking piece of shit for this, bro. And I have mad love for the dude, but I cut him off from my friend group after this. Me and him, we were supposed to shoot like 50 reaction videos a week. And I was gonna shoot a ton of reaction videos with him. I was gonna help him do his channel. You know what I mean? We was gonna have hella content, reaction content for everybody. We was gonna shoot like 5 hours a day, and I was gonna help him. Like I would have literally brought his channel. I would have literally kept his channel active. Right? I would have literally brought him out of whatever shit he was in. But after this, I cut this piece of shit off. I was like, you were the biggest fucking piece of shit in the world for this, bro. I cannot fucking believe that he did this shit, bro. So while I was there doing this reaction with him, this is the only time I ever brought her over his house. This nigga somehow snuck off and got her number from her when I wasn't looking. Because I'm not a jealous dude. I'm not going to be around her looking for her, whatever. This piece of shit ass nigga, bro. I was like, bro. After that, I completely... And what's funny is the one reaction video we did do that day, it went viral as fuck. Like, we were, you know what I mean? I had his back. I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, help homie out. We was gonna get this shit popping. But after that shit, I was like, nigga, you on your own, nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, I understand that jealousy was the reason why Chavez turned on me. He turned on me because I didn't have to go on children. I didn't have to date children to date. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Baby mama's adults, so I don't, you know. Shit! With that being said, you know what I mean? This nigga, he, so after I found out, so one day, you know, and I didn't find out until I started going through something, right? You know what I mean? If you go and you listen to the song, You Hold Me, this song is about her, and it explains it low key. It's a joke song, it's like a parody song, but some of it's real, you know what I'm saying? But the part that's not real about that song is me being sad, like when she left. I was not sad that she left or cheated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because she already had like 10 boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? If anything, the only thing that made me sad about that situation was that like, you know, I thought me and Jinx was like locked in. I thought we was cool. After he did that, I couldn't fuck with him no more. Because I'd have beat that nigga the fuck up. If I'd have been around that nigga, I'd have beat that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? I'd have punched that nigga right in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Jinx thinks he can fight. He can't fight me. I'd have beat that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But with that being said, my best course of action was to stay away from him because I'd have beat him up. You know what I'm saying? Because like, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, don't get in between a man and his meal. So with that being said, right? So now how I found out was this. This is the signs that let me know that she had smashed or that she was supposedly or she probably smashed him. I don't give a shit. So that she'd more than likely smashed Jinx, right? I'm over there. I'm talking to her one day, and she tells me, she's like, you know, I start going through it or whatever because, you know, like stuff where I was going through some stuff with family. So, you know, I started going through it. And, you know, we all know how that works. So one night she hits me up at like 1 a.m. She's like, yo, I'm about to go over Jinx's house and hang out with Jinx. You're okay with that, right? She's the same shit the Dr. Girlfriend did. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm about to go over this other guy's house. Are you okay with that? You're not jealous, are you? Are you okay with that? And back then I didn't understand that I was supposed to dump the bitch when she did. I was supposed to dump her for doing that. What I did instead was like, yeah, it's cool. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And then got off the phone. In all actuality, I did give a shit, right? I did care, right? I should have dumped her and let her made it up to me for even telling me that goofy shit. But I did. So, this is what I did. So what I did instead, which was a mistake, what I did was, I was like, yeah, go ahead. I don't get it. You know, so she went over his crib, said she was going there to make music, whatever. You know, type of 1 in the chat if it's not lagging. Right? And you guys can hear me. Type of 2 in the chat if it's laggy as shit. You know what I mean? Shit. With that being said, baby girl, she's like, one day she comes over to my crib. Oh, it's like, So one day she comes over to my crib and she's like, you know, she comes over and she shows me a picture of her on Instagram that was going really viral, right? It got like 10,000 likes, which is a shit ton. She shows me the picture. And the picture is of her wearing a shirt, wearing no bra with her titties out pretty much in Jinx's backyard, right? Hey, what's up, Rap Reaper? What's up, Red? Headshot. Yo, what's up, Ethan? Yo, what's up, John? What's up, Drake? What's up, Justin? What's up, Juke? What's up, Juke? What's up, Rose? Boss. Huh. Roast you. Perfect titties. It was her tits. So it was her tits. The fact that she had her titties out in his backyard. So I said to her, right, and this was done. Never do this. This only made us break up. This was I said to her. I was like, yo, so you fuck Jinx. And she said to me, she's like, who told you that? Where did you hear that from? Now, mind you, she didn't say no, right? She said, wait, who told you that? Who told you? That means she did it. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say no. She said so. I was like, oh. You know what I'm saying? So I had her leave. I had her go home or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know what I'm saying? Like a little while later or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I just like stopped talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I low-key like ghosted her and shit. And she came over my crib crying. She did. She really, really fucking loved me. She really fucking did. She really was in love with me. It's weird, but she really was. She came to, women that are 10s do not come to your house crying unless they really like you. 10s are not going to cry for shit. The 10 will look you dead in the face and be like, yeah, I did it. What are you going to do about it? Cry? There ain't no ring on his finger. Like, you know what I mean? So she came to my crib and she was like, yo! You know what I'm saying? She come to my crib and she was like, you know, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you know, blah, blah, blah. I just love you. Let me just make it up to you. Like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. So I already had another girl in the house. So I told her no and made her leave. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Good. Yeah, I got Thor's hammer in my hand. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, Marvel superhero type shit. Hey, what's up, big dog? So anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I tell baby girl, thank you guys for the compliments, man. Appreciate you guys. So I break up with her or whatever. She comes to my crib crying. You know what I mean? And I told her no. Like I was on some goofy, that was some goofy shit. I should have told her what I was supposed to do was, like, you know, like run her vagina ragged for 30 days straight and like to teach her a lesson and shit. But I was on some bullshit and instead I was like, no, it's over. I dumped her. Oh God, get out of my face. Which was a motherfucking mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because that bitch was bad as shit. I've learned since then and I've gotten a lot better, but that was a goddamn mistake. You know what I mean? That was a mistake. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We are now, once we reach 55 more in chat, I'll tell you guys the next really crazy story. So yeah, I ended up dumping the girl. We kept like being cuddy buddies for like another 5, 6, 7 years off and on. And then, if we reach the next 56 in Super Chat, the next 55 in Super Chat pretty much, I'll tell you guys of when she tried to frame me for pregnancy. That shit's wild. What's up, Mario? Hey, what's up, Mario? Yo, what's up? Yo, love you guys' vibes, man. You guys got good energy. Hey, appreciate the compliment, Kuda. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you, M. Thank you for the compliment. You say, yo, what's up, fam? Been a minute. You should do comedy in Austin on Kill Tony. Yeah, I know, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd be down to go out to a Kill Tony. I just don't know when they do their thingy things, when they do their thingamajiggers. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, hero? All right, you guys. Once we reach the next 55 in super chat, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys, type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of a girl that I actually got pregnant. But, you know, yeah, I actually got a girl pregnant, bro. She got up to like 3 months pregnancy, bro. Scariest shit that ever happened to me. I never told you guys that, though. You know what I'm saying? Type of two in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of another guy friend of mine that I found out was into some weird shit. What's my take on marriage? Marriage is awesome. I just haven't found the girl I just haven't found my one special girl yet, you know? But yeah, you know what I mean? You know, I'll get married someday. Hey, what's up, High Ozone? If we reach, as long as you guys can remind me what both the stories are, once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is in 55 bucks, I'll do both story times. Just as a thank you to you guys, because you guys are freaking awesome. Hey, thanks for the compliment, King Lillard. Yo, thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. Hey, I ain't tripping, UF. I don't give a shit. He's Jose loyal. You know what I'm saying? How do I feel about Kanye? Quite regular, quite normal. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me see. I know you guys. Okay, we're gonna tell you guys some more PhD story times. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring this mug down. There we go. You know what I'm saying? We really locked in now. All right. So, me and that girl, like, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a story time that I don't think I ever told you guys. I told you guys a story time of, okay, so this is a story time of the assistant that turned out to be zesty. I had an assistant that tried to steal my butt cheeks, man. Oh, look, we getting Jolly Ranchers for the juice. The juice. Delicious. Hey, what's up, Riser Gates? Yo, appreciate the compliment, man. He says, long time fan. Appreciate you, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Hey, what's up, King Lillard? All right, y'all. So we making this quick, clean, dirty Sprite real fast. You know what I'm saying? Now be careful when you're making clean, lean. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put the Jolly Ranchers in, and when the soda's all the way at the top, it's gonna fizz over. You know what I'm saying? Me, I like to put at least 20 Jolly Ranchers in it. That way it's all thick and soupy. Hey, Legend of Zelda, appreciate you. You've been a fan of me since you were 8. Yo, that's what's up. What's up, M? Hey, W's in the chat to the Dark Knight 420, Brody. All right, y'all. Shit. Let's see. So that's not even the end of the story, guys. You know what I'm saying? So this chick, she ended up like, okay, so this is what happened. Baby girl, I never took her seriously, right? Because she had like 10 different boyfriends. So You know what I mean? Like she would show up to my crib and I would see like other dudes dropping her off to my crib to hang out with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew what it was. I'm not falling for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to wife up no chick that's already with other dudes. You know what I mean? She got 10 boyfriends. That's good. That way I ain't got to get her shit. You feel me? So, she comes at me. She starts asking me to like take off the condom and get her, you know, hey, take off the condom. Hey, take off the condom. And I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? She's like, why not? Why not? Don't you trust me? And I'm like, it's not that I don't trust you. Is that like, you got 10 boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, I don't trust a chick that got 10 boyfriends. I got 10 boyfriends. I'm not about to wipe that up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this chick is obviously a dun-dun-dun, you know what I'm saying? Like if she's out there doing that shit, okay, so she's out there talking to a bunch of different dudes and she's trying to get me to wife her up, right? You know, and mess with her without a condom. I'm like, hell no. Hell no. You know what I mean? I ain't taking off the condom for no chick that's already got other dudes she messing with. Because you never know if the dudes are wearing condoms or not. Always wear condoms, guys. You never know what, you know what I mean? You never know what's really good. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're talking to a chick, hey, thank you, Ethan. You know what I'm saying? Don't get trapped, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you don't want to get trapped. You know what I mean? You don't want to mess around and get that itch that you can't scratch. You don't want none of that shit, right? So, she already getting the huckle down from a bunch of other dudes. She like it. I love it. I don't fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. So, baby girl was, you know what I'm saying? Like, at a certain point, baby girl comes to my crib and she says, Maurice, I want you to grape me. I want you to take advantage of me. Maybe you know what I mean? Take it. And I was like, what the fuck? That's not normal for her, right? So then, she comes over one day and then she tells me, she's like, yo, Maurice, you know, while we're, you know, getting ready to snoo and stuff, she's like, yo, Maurice, matter of fact, in the middle of snoo, she's like, yo, Maurice, I want you to I want you to take the condom off. Take the condom off, Maurice, so that I can feel the real thing. And I was like, and I stop and I look at her and I'm like, I just keep going. I don't even stop. I just keep going. Because, you know, there's obviously some goofy shit she's saying, right? This doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And when she does that, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, take the condom off. I'm like, I'm not taking, I don't say shit. I just keep going like she didn't say nothing. So then like 3-4 minutes later, she stops me again. She's like, yo, I'm serious. Like she taps on me. She's like, yo, I'm serious. Like, can you take I want you to take the condom off. Like, I'm dead serious. And I'm like, I'm not taking off a condom. I'm not taking off this condom, you know? And I keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So another 3 minutes go by, and then she's like, yo, I'm serious, Maurice. I want you to take off the condom. Like, I'm dead serious. And I stop, and I'm like, I'm not taking the condom off. Like, are you good? And she's like, what did she say to me? She don't say shit to me. She gets mad. Super mad. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, and just kept going. You know what I'm saying? So about 7-8 minutes later, I got to where I wanted to get to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she crossed the finish line. You know, who cares about women's orgasms? You know, that shit's a myth. So, you know, she's like, afterwards she puts her clothes on and then she leaves. And that's the last time I ever smashed that shit. Never hit that shit ever again. Granted, I got to about 700 times with her or so, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would have liked to keep her around, you feel me? But, hey, what's up, Sky Dragon? What's up, y'all? But, you know what I mean? After that, what's up, Jaylon? You know what I'm saying? Did she have nice boobies at least? Bro, she had the best breast. The best. Her titty meat was on fleek, bro. She had a level 10. She had a maximum level ass, maximum level titty. And I mean maximum level, like if this was an MMORPG and her and the nasty parts on her had stats, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like her titties was max level, her ass was max level. You know what I'm saying? Her face was max level. Well, her face was like level 99. You know what I mean? The only way to get a max level in face for me is if she's got like is she wearing like hazel eyes or something? She had the best melons, man. Best melon. But yeah, Key always wear condoms, man. So, with that being said, baby girl, she you know what I mean? That's the last time we ever. She hit me up. She hit me up 8.5 months later, after we smashed at my crib, and she asked me to take the condom off, and I wouldn't. She hit me up 8.5 months later. She sends me a picture of the baby, and it's like, look, isn't he cute? And it still took me like a week to figure out. Wait a minute, bitch. So that's why you tried to get me to take off the condom? Because you smashed a different dude, got pregnant without a condom, got pregnant by him, and then you try, and then because you want me, because she wants to be able to say, oh, well, I think it's your kid too. No, it's your kid. So she wants me to take off the condom so that she could try to blame the baby on me, so she could try to get me to pay her bills. Pretty much child support. She would have gotten me for child support. She would have told me it was mine, and I would have believed her because I took off the condom. Luckily enough for me, never did that. So never do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, what's up funny? So, anyway, with that being said, she got mad at me because I wouldn't help her take care of her kid if she was gonna keep like smashing me. That's not my kid, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she asked me if she could bring him over, and I told her no. Don't bring your fucking baby in my house. Because, like, if she show up, she's showing up for fucking. Where the fuck the baby gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, where would we put the kid? In the closet? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. That's the reason why we stopped kicking it. Because, you know what I mean? I'm not about to go, like, she says she want to bring the kid. And I'm like, yo, leave the baby at home or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to have no kid up in here while I'm kicking, while I'm smashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was wilding. And you already know what it is, Jalen. You know what I mean? You got to watch all females. For real, for real. Why am I putting Jolly Ranchers in my soda? Ramsey, guess. Guess. Guess why I put Jolly Ranchers in my soda. Come on, Ramsey, I want you to guess. You got the new Switch 2? I don't. I'm on DVD. Let me see. Video. Let me see. That's what's up. I'm starting my Steam up. Hey, Ramsey. Come on, bro. Guess. Guess why I put Jolly Ranchers in my soda. All right, I'll just ignore Ramsey like she doesn't, like that person doesn't exist. since they don't want to answer. Oh, look, Ramsey says, for flavor, I know I am stupid. Well, Ramsey, knowing is half the battle. You know? I'm glad you know how dumb of a question that was. That's cool. It was hilarious. All right, let's see. Happens to the best of us, Ramsey. People these days. Is it a red flag that my girl best friend is flirting with boyfriend I hate? Hate when that happens. BlastphamousHD, is it a red flag that my girlfriend best friend is flirting with boyfriend? Oh. No, man. That's normal. That's super duper normal. All right, I'm opening up Steam right now. Love your lives. Yo, that's what's up. Starting the game up now, Jonathan. Is it good? I want to try it. It's very, very, very good. You know what I'm saying? You leave your Jolly Ranchers in there for about half an hour, hour. You know what I mean? Then start swirling them up. And that's just fire. Like I said, women are crazy. Understandable. All right, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to jump on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to come through. You know what I mean? Make sure to get some games in with your boy. I'm about to jump off of the live, jump onto the computer. I'll be back on the live a little bit later to tell you guys some more stories. You know what I'm saying? Before I go, Before I go, Hey guys, type of 1 in the chat if you guys have Dead by Daylight and you're down to get some games in. Type of 2 in the chat if you don't have Dead by Daylight. Hey, yo, Lindsay Noel, you're part of the Mod Squad. You trying to jump in? That's a Left 4 Dead. That's what's up. Yo, Ed Edley Nicholas, thank you for the 5-inch super chat. Yo! W's in the chat for Edley Nicholas. Yo, we're at 449 right now. Once we reach 51 more, I'll tell you guys another really crazy story. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But at the moment, that's cool, Lindsay. All right, so, you know what I'm saying? How do I get you guys into the game? How long have I been doing YouTube for? A long time. So like 12 years. You know what I mean? Best commitments I ever made in my life. Hey, yo, what code is there? Hey, Jonathan the Gamer, can you chat through the invite link for put the invite link in the chat and I'll make it the permanent comment. Yo, W's in the chat for Edley Nicholas. Hey, appreciate you, Daniel Owens. Invite link to Dead by Daylight. I'd say the invite link to Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I mean, me and you can talk over the Discord, but right now we do the invite link to Dead by Daylight. Hey, appreciate you, Daniel Owens. Hey, what's up, Kate Lit? What's up, Justin Stokes? What's up, I'm her. Think it's crossplay? Yeah, that'd be cool if it is. Scarier's multiplayer game. That's good that you're playing on PS5, Brody. I think it's ready for a little taste test. It's like heaven. So good, man. It's like Saturday morning cartoons in a can, baby. Saturday morning cartoons in the bottle. What's up, High Ozone? Love the horror content. All day, every day. All right, you guys. See ya. See ya, Jonathan the Gamer. Do me a favor. Get the invite link up You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna play some music so you guys don't get bored. You know what I mean? Somebody go to the bathroom real quick. You know what I mean? Drain the lizard.
Just how much I'm not going anywhere, Nico.
Hey, what's up, Lord?
I'm flexing on my ex's new bitch, she too wavy, yeah. I'm in Houston, Texas, touching on a few ladies, yeah. I can't trust a nigga, everybody fool gazy, yeah. I ain't text you, baby, sorry, I got too lazy, yeah. In my Jeep, back and forth to AutoZone, sipping lemonade, but I still double up the styrofoam. Pull it to your crib and serve you up like I work dominoes. Then I hit your bitch, she feel this dick all in the collarbone. Pull up on your bitch and turn her on just like a flashlight. She keep coming back, she blow my dick just like a bagpipe. Niggas tough on Instagram, but in person they act right. I do this with no effort, I know these niggas mad tight. Yeah, I'm walking down the strip with your bitch on my rubber hip. Niggas talking shit, put that shit right up on the lip. Hey, I feel like the shit today. Woke up this morning, I might fuck your bitch today. Hey, she gon' suck a tip and leave a tip. Hey,
She gon' suck a tip and leave a tip.
hey,
She gon' suck a tip and leave a tip.
hey,
She gon' suck a tip and leave a tip.
no play.
All right, so you guys want to know the name of the song? The name of the song is "Leave a Tip" by Ugly God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I be having a peak musical taste. You feel me? You know what I mean? Let's see. Fire. No, it's not. This is not the right song. Okay, so let me see. This next song is called Young Nudie Project X. Yo, so anyone that super chats 50 straight through, I'll play a song that you want me to play. It's a 50 straight through the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll play any song you want me to play for the peoples. Send 100 and I'll dance to that mug. You know what I'm saying? I'll get lit. If it's cringy, then it's 3 times the price. Young Nudie Project X. Oh shit.
Rolling pressure, started pressing, blowing blind pressure. I was stepper, he's a stepper, big on what forever. Know these bitch niggas regret recording against the fucking devil. Must forget I said.
You love anime? I love anime.
Bitch, I'm scratching. Oh, when we still on the fried screws, I still put niggas on play, turn them to some lunch me. Like, yeah, and I got no rest, and I still wanna. Say they love my little gangster and no.
My favorite part about dancing is the facial expressions. Yeah. Hey, appreciate you for the sub. Yeah. How would I feel if I saw Smoke in person today? I'd run for my life. Run! Alright, y'all, I'm about to jump on Dead by Daylight.
Like I'm flexing, niggas wanna be a motherfucking quest. Damn, another gas pack I can roll up. Jump in the field, I show you. They fight this shit, you not a soldier. Now I thought I told you. Cut with the sticks, I'm like, man, no. I had to show that shit, killing shit.
That's what's up.
We ain't scared to my time. Race. We still on the front screen. I still put niggas on play, turn them to some lunch meat. And I got no rest, we hoes still wanna hunch me.
Alright, I'll see you guys later, yo. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys. This was a great live.